You can go down there, show your degree, show your job, the letter of offer, or your first paycheck, and they gave you a brand new car. I went down there because Mike and Ike were hurting. And if you think Coliseum is far, that job at Lane Middle School was even further. I needed a car. And so I went to the GM dealer, and I had all of my paperwork there, and they said, Mr. Lake, which one you want? And I got me a brand new Somerset. You ever heard of those GM Somersets? I got me a nice little GM Somerset, sunroof in it. Nice little color. It was kind of like purplish or something. It was a nice color. It had a nice little stereo system. You know that was the number one thing. You got to have the right speakers and the right sound system. And I was bumping, these are the facts of life. Jody Watley, she was the Janet Jackson of the 80s. I had it on 9 going past 10 if I could do it. And I was blaring it, all the windows down, all the air coming in, and these are the facts of life in my brand new car. I stayed on that job a little while. But it had been my desire to go back to school. In fact, to go to divinity school, to go to seminary. But that seemed like so far away because, see, the immediacy of trying to find a job and trying to meet my responsibilities and trying to get an automobile with decent transportation. Why did I need that decent transportation? Not so much so that I can go to the job, because I was making my way there, but really, South Bend is way further than Lane Middle School. And South Bend was where my beloved was, and I can't walk all the way to South Bend. These are the facts of life. And I know that there are other wolves in South Bend. And I had my car. Not only did I have transportation to my job, but I had transportation for weekend visits to South Bend. And the courtship continued, y'all. And you know the rest of the story. And so I really didn't think about, really seeing divinity school on the horizon. Really, it was really far off. I didn't know if I would ever make it, but I wanted to go. But then I got a phone call about a year and a half into the job, y'all, from a friend of mine who I had met at Ball State and just really became quick friends with him. Really didn't know him that long, but I had met him down there at Ball State in my senior year. It was in my junior year, and it was in his senior year. So he had already graduated and moved on. And you know what he did? He went to divinity school. And he called me, and he said, Tim, I know you were interested in going to divinity school. I said, yeah, I would like to go, but I don't see my way going anytime soon. He says, yeah, I talked to my parents about it. And they give money annually to different charities and organizations. And they said that they would be willing to take all of that money that they give, all of the donations that they give to other institutions, and put it towards tuition for you to go to divinity school. The only thing you would have to do is get in somewhere. Be accepted to somebody's divinity school. I said, no problem with that. I said, where you go to school? He went to school in California somewhere, Fuller Theological Seminary, if you know this one. He went there, but I didn't want to go there. I thought he was trying to slyway get me to go there. I was like, is this a trick? But he said, no, 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 any place you want to go. Fuller is an option for you, but any place you want to go. So I started to look around. I said, where is the best and the brightest of us? Amen. Where is all of the smart black folks? I want to go where the best thinking, I want to go with them and think about these issues that are so important to me. I want to go think through these issues with them and to be with them. And somebody told me Howard University had a divinity school, and that's where they had black professors. I had never seen black professors like that before, and that they had a whole school and a whole institution. As a matter of fact, they said all of D.C. was chocolate. I said, sure enough, they said, yes, you ought to apply there. I made my application. I got in. Boy, I went to Lane Middle School. I said, I'm quitting. I'm going to divinity school. And because my principal was my friend, he said, congratulations. I thought you had better aim than this. Wish you well. And he let me go. But there was that car. If I quit my job, how am I going to make those payments? See, graduate school is not a job where you get paid now. You pay to go there. And so I thought I wouldn't have a job. I don't know anybody really in D.C., and nobody's going to give me anything. I can't take this car with me. So I called GM up on the phone. I said, you got to come and get this car because I can't keep it. I'm going to graduate school. They said, but that's your car. I said, I can't make these payments. You better come and get this car. They said, that is your car now. That is your responsibility. That's your loan. You own that car. Now, I said, I'm not going to be able to make these payments. You better come and get this car. They said, you don't just turn a car in like you do a piece of bologna sandwiches or something. You just don't say, now it's spoiled. Here you go, take it back. That's not how it works. When you buy a car, it's yours. What your responsibility is, the loan, but the car is yours. I said, if you don't come and get this car, it won't be no loan. And you will have to see me somewhere else because this car is not going with me because I can't take the payments. They said, sir, let me call you back. They called me back and they told me to take the car down to the auto shop off of Coliseum. And that's where the auctioning of used cars, you guys know about this? They auction off used cars to other dealers. And the dealer will buy the car. And if they buy the car for the balance of the payment, then you free and clear. But if there is some overreach or some left over, you have to pay that. They said, take the car there, and we'll see what happened in the auction. I took the car there, dropped it off, and I don't know what happened in the auction. But I was done with that car, and the next thing you know, I went to Carmen, and I said, now, I'm going to school, and I'm going to need some transportation there because if you think South Bend is far from Fort Wayne, D.C. is even further. You can't walk to D.C. And so I need a car to get there. And so she helped me out. Now, Carmen is good with numbers and business. She graduated with a business degree, y'all. So she knows these kind of things. So she told me, well, let me tell you what you got to do. Since you have been on the job for about 1.5 years, you probably got some credit now.